wait in his outer office?
No, we'll stay here. Thank you.
Maybe we're not supposed to be looking around here, no?
Good to have you here. Good luck to all three of you. $20 starts you all off, and a very important match starts with this. In what 1980 comedy film did Goldie Hawn get away from it all, Lisa?
Private Benjamin.
Excuse me, please, what's the TV, please?
For whose grandson was the presidential retreat Camp David named, Lisa?
Eisenhower.
That's right, for David Eisenhower. And you've got another part, $10 lead for Lisa. In days of yore, what would a swashbuckler keep in his sheath?
Whatever this is, I don't understand the point of secrecy. I mean, this patient is an old girlfriend of my father's.
Mr. Babbitt, I knew your father since you were 2 years old.
The year my mother died.
Look, I'm trustee of the fund, but this hospital receives nothing from that.
That hardly seems fair. Maybe that's something that we could discuss.
I took on this burden out of loyalty to your father. That's where my loyalty ends.
And you think I should feel a little of that loyalty?
I think you feel cheated out of your birthright by a man who had difficulty showing love. And I think if I were in your shoes, I'd probably feel the same.
Now, I was hoping that we could talk, that you would explain my father's side of it, help me understand the right and what he's done, because failing that, I have responsibilities of my own, and they have to be met, even if that means a fight.
I'm sorry, this is not your car, it's my boyfriend's.
Yeah, my dad lets me drive slow on the driveway. I'm an excellent driver.
But are you sure that you drive this car?
Of course, only 28 miles on the odometer since I drove it a week ago last Saturday. Should be more than 28 miles.
Look, my boyfriend is coming.
Of course, today's Monday. I always drive the car on Saturday, never drive on Monday.
What is this? Who is this guy?
I don't know, he jumped into the car.
Yeah, we can jump out.
I'm an excellent driver.
Yeah, that's good. Come on, come on. Why'd you let him get in this car? This is not a toy.
He says he drives this car.
Dad lets me drive slow on the driveway every Saturday. Of course, the seats were originally brown leather. Now they're pitiful red.
You know, these seats were brown leather. You know this car?
I know this car.
How do you know this car?
Definitely know this car. It's 1949 Buick Roadmaster, straight 8, Fireball 8. Only 8,095 production models. Dad lets me drive slow on the driveway, but not on Monday. Definitely not on Monday.
Who's your dad?
Sanford Babbitt.
Who? Sanford Babbitt?
10961 Beechcrest Street, Cincinnati, Ohio.
That's my address. I mean, what is it with this guy? Hey, who's your mother?
Eleanor Babbitt.
Eleanor?
Died January 5th, 1965 after a short
Who the
sudden
hell are
illness.
you?
Uh-oh.
Huh? Oh, wait a second. Where are you going?
13 minutes to Judge Wapner, the
Wapner?
People's Court.
Hold it. Wait a second here. I want to ask you a question.
But you're witnessing a real. Participants are not actors.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
Litigants with the case pending California.
Bruner.
Court.
Who is this guy?
Agreed to dismiss it.
Raymond is your brother.
Now the dispute settled here in our forum. The People's Court.
My brother? I don't have a brother.
Dismissed in court cases and have your dispute settled here in our forum, the People's Court. Da, 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 da. People's Court. Da, 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 da. The People's Court.
The People's Court.
Hello, I'm Doug Llewellyn, and welcome to the People's Court. This is the
What, is he crazy?
No,
Is he retarded?
not exactly.
He's not crazy, he's not retarded, but he's here.
Well, he's an autistic savant.
I don't know what that means.
Well, some people like him used to be called idiot savants. They have certain deficiencies, certain abilities.
Yeah, but he's retarded.
Autistic, actually high functioning.
What does that mean?
Well, it means that there's a disability that impairs the sensory input and how it's processed.
English here, we're talking over my head.
Well, Raymond has a problem communicating and learning. He can't even express himself or probably even understand his own emotions in a traditional way.
With the clipboard, and after that, the dog bit him.
I yelled at my dog. The dog laid down.
There are dangers everywhere for Raymond. Routines, rituals. It's all he has to protect himself.
Rituals, that's a good one.
Well, it's the way he acts, sleeps, eats, uses the bathroom, walks, talks, everything. Any break in the routines, and it's terrifying.
How long has he been here?
Well, let's see, I came here in 1960.
No, how old is he?
Well, he was 18 or 20 then, and I'd have to check the records.
And you've been here that long?
That's when I actually started.
Okay, so that's 65, 75, 85, I guess. I was almost 3 years old, and you knew he had a brother. You knew I was his brother.
Yes, but what's the point?
What's the point? What's the fucking point? Is why didn't anybody tell me I had a brother?
What would you have done about it?
I don't know. Does he know how much money he's been with?
No, he doesn't understand the concept of money.
He doesn't understand the concept of money. He's just inherited $3 million. He doesn't understand the concept of money. That is fucking poetic, don't you think? Good old Dad.
Fellow's names, yes. Then who's playing first? Yes. I mean the fellow's name on first base. Who? The fellow playing first base for St. Louis. Who? What are you asking me for?
What is this? Why is he doing that?
Who's on first?
Whenever he gets nervous, he does who's on first. You know, from Abbott and Costello?
Yeah, why?
Why? It's his way of dealing with you touching things. His books and stuff.
First.
So he memorized who's on first.
First, yes.
Yeah, that among other things.
Raymond, Ted Kluzewski.
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 Kluzewski. Ted Kluzewski. Big clue, first base.
He played for Cincinnati.
Of course, he was traded for Defondi, 1957. Lifetime batting average,
All these
298.
great books he reads, huh?
Clue.
Reads and remembers whatever he gets his hands on.
Vern, VERN. Of course, these people are going to be here all day, Vern. This is an unannounced visit, Vern. This is definitely not a weekend visit, Vern.
He's getting anxious. It's okay, Ray.
Vern. VERN. This is an unannounced visit, Vern.
Put it back. He said not to touch the books.
Not to touch books.
You like Shakespeare, Ray?
I don't know.
Did you read all this?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Vern.
Did you read Macbeth?
I don't know, Vern.
You read Hamlet?
I don't know, Vern.
You read The Twelfth Night?
Stop it.
Yes.
Yes.
You read all these stories that are in this book, and you don't know if you read the book.
I don't know, VERN.
You don't know.
Maybe you better put it back.
You don't know. Okay, no, Ray, take it easy. I'm not gonna... I won't touch anything else, Ray. Just...
It's okay, Ray. It's okay. Come on. My main man.
Yeah, Vern, my main man. My main man, Vern.
It's okay, Ray.
Yeah.
My main man.
Yeah, my main man.
Here's your cards. I'm sorry, I didn't know where you want me to put.
Are you taking any prescription medication?
He likes you. That's just his way of showing it.
Uh-oh.
When I touched him before, he pulled away.
Nah, don't take it personal. He never touched me. I'm closer to him than anybody in the world. Know him for 9 years. It's not in him. If I left town tomorrow and didn't say goodbye, he'd never notice.
He wouldn't notice if you lived.
I'm not sure, but I don't think people are his first priority.
Hey, Ray.